Well, it's very disappointing to us. They have wonderful kids, and I did a poor job with them getting them ready to play with the aggressiveness that Butler played. Butler's coaching staff did a much better job of getting them ready to play very aggressive, and I'm not insinuating anything other than very aggressive, because I didn't say have anything at all about being dirty, but it was very aggressive play. They out-hustled us. Loose balls, if my math is correct, we got 26 defensive rebounds. They got 29 offensive rebounds. That means they got more of their missed shots than we did. And that is being very aggressive and hustling after the ball and chasing the ball down, and they did a much better job of that than we did. We didn't shoot the ball well. We didn't play very well, but you have to congratulate them. They, even at half when we were ahead, they were dominating all the 50-50 balls. They were dominating the boards. We were turning it over without shots, but it's not just about North Carolina. I think you have to congratulate them. Watching them on tape, they were really fun to watch. 5 guys move every time the ball moves, which is what you should do on the defensive end. 5 guys try to box out every possession to take away your second shot opportunities, and they did that very well. But they outplayed us and definitely outcoached us, and we had some chances at the end, had a couple of turnovers at the end when it could have been a lot of fun, but again, you have to congratulate their defense for doing such a good job.
For the first 12 minutes of the second half or so, I think you guys made 2 shots. What changed offensively, especially for the offense?
We didn't have very good movement, to be honest with you, and then we had some good shots and didn't make them, but I thought we lost our patience offensively as well. I think we rushed some shots. Didn't seem to have the composure that we need against a very good defensive team. We haven't been able to simulate that in practice, and it showed up today.
Coach, the offensive rebounds, how do you kind of categorize that? Is it want to? Was it just bad positioning?
Well, I think always offensive rebound is a little bit of everything. But, I mean, the biggest thing is you've got to want to go get the basketball. You've got to fight and get off the box out. And it's also a little bit about that you have to have 5 guys being willing to box out on the defensive. You know, we talk about all the time about finishing the defense. Finish it by boxing out with 5 guys. We don't send everybody to the offensive boards, but we do send everybody to the defensive boards. So it's a combination. They were really good at it, and we weren't very good at boxing out. And a couple of times when we did box out and it's a loose ball, they seem to react to the ball quicker, more aggressively than we did.
Or did you kind of see a performance like this coming over the last week or 2 that things you didn't like, or just kind of out of the blue?
No, I didn't see it coming. You know, I'd like to say that I did and all that smart stuff, but the truth of the matter is I thought that we would rise to the challenge, and we needed to. I mean, we have 4 or 5 guys on this team that was on the team 2 years ago, and they beat us by 88 or whatever it was. And showing them on tape, Butler's really good. I mean, they really do a nice job, and the kids play so hard. So I was concerned about it, but I thought that that the head coach would do a better job and get our guys more ready than I did.
Roy, when you talked about the preparation thing, was it just kind of the attitude that you didn't like, trying to, strategy-wise, that you thought you could have done better with, or what do you think the breakdown was there?
Oh, you know, preparation, you can always do as many things as you want to, and sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. It's the reason it's called coaching. You know, in medicine they call it medical practice, and it's a little more serious there. On basketball, we get to practice, and we haven't gotten it across to them yet as how hard you have to play, how aggressive you have to play, and that's what my job is.
You did hold on to 1% shooting. Did you like what your team did defensively before they got to the rebound?
Well, you know, I think they shot 28% in the second half. You know, so we did some good things. We challenged some shots. We blocked several shots. Yeah, I blocked 10 shots. But still, you got to finish the defense. You got to finish it. You know, guys hit the drive really well, knock it close. You got to make the putts. In basketball, you got to finish the defense and get the rebound. And then, if you get the rebound, you also have a better chance to run your break, which will help your offense on the other end as well.
Questions for Isaiah or Marcus? Roy, 3 for this.
Yeah. Yeah, you know, we haven't been a great free throw shooting team, but we missed a lot of them today. Kennedy's 3 for 6, Marcus 5 for 9, you know, Theo 0 for 2, Isaiah 2 for 5. We've shot a lot of free throws, made a bunch of them, and that hurt us down the stretch. I mean, I thought they made every free throw. Excuse me. I think they missed 1 down the stretch, and then they really stepped the line and made theirs. And you know, the game of basketball is pretty simple. A lot is just put the ball in the hole, and we didn't put it in the hole today.
Marcus, you got going late. obviously, what do you think was going on early on? I think you were 1 for 9, 1 for 10 maybe at one point. Was it just missing shots, or did they do anything defensively?
I mean, I got a couple of good looks in the first half and missed, and I forced a couple, trying to create too much off the dribble, and that always is going to hurt your field goal percentage. But you know, my teammates did a good job of screening for me in the second half, and I was able to get free a little bit. But I mean, our whole offense was kind of in a funk in the first half, just because of their physical defense. We weren't really getting into our sets the way we'd like to, and I think that had a lot to do with it.
Marcus, how does your feel?
It's all right. I just got banged up going for a rebound or a loose ball. I mean, it happens, but I think I'll be okay.
Isaiah, if you could give us, I guess, an impression of how physical, Butler was and aggressive, especially in terms of going for offensive rebounds.
The simplest way I can put it, everybody emphasized, all the coaches, even the players that played them, like last time, emphasized it's a man's game. And as a big man, I feel like we could have done better being physical with them. We had so many opportunities to get rebounds, but we just let them push us like under the rim or something. They got it. So I would say that part we just didn't do good at.
Marcus, how much do you think a game like this maybe teaches you guys the importance of coming out aggressive and maybe a little more focused early on in the game?
Yeah, I mean, it definitely teaches us that. I mean, you can learn that from winning a game too. Coach always says that you can learn just as much from winning as you can losing. But obviously, having the game go the way it did can drive that point home a little more. But I mean, when you look at the box score, it pretty much tells the story. They got 15 more shots than us, and I mean, we both turned the ball over 19 times. So, I mean, if in a Coach Williams team, if you look at the backboards, they usually will tell the story, and we got dominated on the backboards, and that's a teaching point that we're going to take from this more than anything, is that if you lose by 17 on the boards and they get 29 offensive rebounds, you're not going to have a very good chance to win.
I did tell the guys one thing too. It's not the end of the world. It's a basketball game. There's a lot more important things going on. But 2002 season, we lost our first game in Maui to Ball State, and that team played in the Final Four. So you got to learn from those kind of things. But Ball State got us badly in the first round in Maui, and we ended up having a very, very good basketball team. So it's a bad day today. I'm going to be ticked off all night and until we start playing better tomorrow. But they'll get better.
Anybody else? All right, thank you very much.